Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Halo semuanya, selamat datang di podcast STAR, Story of Teamwork and Real Leadership, di mana tempat kita ngobrol santai tapi penuh inspirasi.
Dan di sini kita juga bakal belajar kisah-kisah inspiratif dari banyak pemimpin-pemimpin yang jadi bintang di bidangnya.
Nah, sebelum kita lanjut, kenalin nih, aku Naila
dan aku Bayin. Kita berdua akan menjadi host pada episode pertama STAR kali ini.
Nah, teman-teman, hari ini kita kedatangan tamu yang sangat spesial nih, yang jauh-jauh dari Warsaw.
Warsaw itu ada di Polandia nggak sih?
Bener banget. Nah, tamu kita kali ini jauh-jauh terbang dari Polandia ke Gresik untuk mengajar di SMAM 1 Gresik.
Betul banget. Mari kita sambut Miss Claudia, seorang guru konselor yang juga S1 dan S2 di bidang bahasa Inggris.
So, jadi hari ini beliau akan berbagi cerita hidupnya, pengalamannya selama di Indonesia, cerita-cerita tentang kepemimpinan, dan banyak cerita lainnya.
Ya, betul banget. Jadi siap-siap aja karena kisah kali ini bakal bikin kamu termotivasi. Okay, hello Miss Claudia.
Hi, hello.
Nice to meet you. And how have you been?
Nice to meet you too. And yeah, I've been very good actually. Thanks.
Nice to hear that. So welcome to STARCast. And today we will have a nice chit chat and just sharing section.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much for joining our podcast. Okay. But before we go further, there is one word in Indonesia. It's like a saying. It is tak kenal maka tak sayang, which roughly translates to we need to get to know something so that we can get to know it better.
Mm-hmm.
So how about you introduce yourself first and maybe tell us about the business lately. Just take your time.
Okay. So yeah, also before I start, thank you for inviting me here. It's like such a pleasure. And yeah, so as you already know, my name is Claudia, and I am 27 years old. And I come from Poland, and I live in Warsaw, so in capital of Poland. And I've been in Gresik in Indonesia for 3 weeks now, and I'm gonna stay 1 more week, so it will be like the whole month. Actually, I'm starting like that my 2025, and yeah, so that's for it. That's it for now. And yeah, when it comes to my personal life, maybe then I was a teacher in Poland, so now I was teaching here English. I started in the beginning of January, and yeah, so that's why I'm here. And yeah, I don't know if it's enough.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So we know that you've been living in Indonesia, Gresik exactly, and how do you feel so far living in here? Because we know that Gresik just like
Very hot.
very hot, and it's like Gresik have 5 suns at here.
Yeah, actually, so far so good, even better than I imagined.
Really?
Yeah, really, because when it comes to weather, I thought, because I know it's like rainy season now, so I thought it would be raining all the time. And it doesn't rain that much, and actually I'm a big sun and summer lover, so for me it's much better than the weather in Poland, because we have like snow now, like around 0 degrees.
It's very cold, right?
Yeah, so actually I escaped winter time in Poland, which I'm really glad about.
Okay. So this is your first time going in Asia, right?
Yeah.
Could you tell us your experience living here?
Yeah, so it's so in Indonesia, yeah, you mean?
Or maybe in other countries too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Asia.
Okay, yes. So this is my first time in Asia, but I arrived in November, in the beginning of November. I started in Thailand, and but then I was just traveling, and after Thailand I went to Vietnam and Cambodia. And yeah, and then I came here and I really enjoy it. I mean, like all Southeast Asia is like, first of all, people are so nice and so kind everywhere. I love the weather. I love your food. It's different than in Europe, of course, but I like it. I really like it, and you know, I'm super like excited and glad that I can like get out of my bubble, like European and Western bubble, and just experience different culture, different way of thinking and living. So yeah, I really like it.
So do you go by yourself or with friends or by community go to Asia?
I came on my own, so by myself. Yeah, and at first I was, you know, stressed about that a bit because it was, you know, like, yeah, it's like the other part of the world actually. And yeah, so I remember when I was in Poland and my best friend, she dropped me at the airport and I was like, oh my god, what am I even doing, you know? Like, I don't know anyone there. But then I met so many nice people like along the way, and yeah, when I was traveling, I met like other solo travelers. So then I got so many new friends, and and now I'm here. And although there are like no people from West, because I think like I'm the only. I mean, maybe not the only, but you know, I haven't met anyone from West here in Gresik. But I love it actually because I can meet like exactly, like the local people, and like this is like a true authentic experience for me. So I really love it, and yeah, everyone is super supportive, kind. So yeah, I like it.
So it's good to take risks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm curious. What made you choose Indonesia, especially Gresik, as a place to teach? Remember, it's far from Warsaw, right? It's so far.
Yeah, it's very far away. But actually, maybe the fact that it's so far away, it made me choose it because, you know, as I said before, I wanted to explore and discover like new things, not only like being, you know, in my world in like Europe, that I know everything. I just wanted to like get out of my bubble and like the life that I know there, and just experience something new, see how your educational system works, and how are your, you know, customs, how is your culture, how are the people, everything. And and I also have a friend in Indonesia, in Java, so he lives here for 20 years now, and he contacted me with the school. And and that's how I ended up here.
So what do you think the differences between in Indonesia and in Poland, especially in the school, just like in education?
But I have different experience because I used to be a teacher in Poland, but it was a private school and it was smaller school. So and I taught like different. So the groups were like more diverse and smaller, so I cannot compare, you know, like the public schools. But when it comes to like my experiences in private school, then I think like you are more eager to learn, and also I think so, and you are also very creative and very supportive to each other. I noticed that really, like I really loved it about like students here, that you support each other, and like the atmosphere during the classes is so nice because I don't see, you know, and I didn't experience any, you know, like rudeness or something, or being competitive to each other. Maybe you are, but maybe in like a still friendly way. I'm here only for 3 weeks now, so it's like not that I, you know, experience so much, of course, but but this is the thing that I really liked about your system, your way of learning, teaching, and stuff.
So is there any challenges when you teach in Indonesia? Here, exactly.
Well, I think that for me, pretty difficult was being, and still is, being in the center of attention all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Because this is, I mean, yeah, on the one hand, like, people are all of the people and students and teachers are super kind, and I cannot complain about anything, but on the other hand, it's also, you know, like everyone wants to take pictures, then also asking about autographs, and I was like, I am not a celebrity. I was so surprised by that, you know, and it can be a bit tiring. Yeah, that, you know, like when it happens just from time to time, it's okay, but like when it happens like every day, then it's like sometimes it's too much. But still, like, everyone is so kind that you know, I just even don't feel good about myself if I say no. So I always first say yes, but yeah, that is a bit of a challenge for me. Yeah.
That's the problem in Indonesia when meeting native.
So maybe you have funny stories here, experiences in Indonesia, or maybe you have a culture shock. Go here.
So cultural shock, maybe the thing that I just explained, with all this, you know, things like being in the center of attention. But also, and when it comes to funny stories, I had like so many funny and nice stories, you know, during teaching. For example, last lesson with Mr. Ali, we did like some quiz for the students, and it was like it was super fun. We laughed a lot, but we also like, it was nice because we were teaching in a fun way, you know, that students also had...
So students not boring, right?
Yeah, exactly. They had so much fun, but it was also about English and about like some different topics. So yeah, and it was pretty fun. But man, you know, I think every day something funny or nice happens. So it's it never stops.
Well, earlier we have talk about leadership in ourselves. So then, what about leadership in educational way? Do you have any tips or tricks?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that when it comes to education and like learning, for me always one of the most important things was like time management, you know, just to take time also find time for everything, but also don't forget about rest, because sometimes we are learning so much and we are so busy all the time and we forget to rest, and it's also a big part of learning, because if you want to learn new things, you have to give yourself also time to rest and just to rest, or even like hang out with your friends. But when it comes to learning itself, I really like the fact that nowadays you can learn in fun way. You know, there are so many apps. You can watch your favorite movies, films, like series, music. Everything can be like maybe not everything, but like, I don't know about maths. But now I'm speaking about languages. You can learn language through like some interactive materials, and also in videos. There are so many YouTube channels or podcasts. Exactly. Movies, series, everything you like. You can make it like, you can watch it or do it in English or on any other language. And so also like just try to make fun of learning. This is also very helpful.
Because not a lot of teens are interested in reading.
Especially just like in math. And something that they didn't know anything about.
True.
So right now we have reached the end of the STAR podcast. Thank you very much, Ms. Claudia, for your amazing and inspiring stories.
We all learn a lot from your experience. May you always be successful in the future and have lots of fun here in Indonesia.
Thank you, and thank you so much for your questions. They were very interesting, and also, you know, like, I learn a lot from you as well. And it's always a pleasure to have lessons with you and to have contact with you. And thank you for being so kind to me. And thank you.
So maybe for the end, after we go salam, so you can teach us about how to say bye in Poland.
In Polish.
In Polish.
It's pretty easy. So it's just papa,
Papa.
Yeah, or pa, or papa. You can say well, but because bye is pa. So bye bye, it's papa.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we need to close it first. Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, sekarang teman-teman kita udah ada di penghujung acara nih, sedih banget ya.
Iya. Padahal
Dari-
tadi kita seru-seruan loh.
Betul. Nah, dari kisah yang udah dijelasin sama Miss Claudia, tadi tentunya membawa banyak semangat dong buat kita semua.
Betul banget, kita jadi bisa belajar banyak hal dari kisah-kisah inspiratif Miss Claudia tadi. Nah, teman-teman jangan lupa ikutin terus podcast Star, tempat kita belajar dari cerita-cerita luar biasa tentang pengalaman dan kepemimpinan.
Stay tune dan jangan sampai lupa di episode selanjutnya. Jangan lupa untuk selalu bersinar seperti star. Oke, 1, 2, 3. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.